Getting rid of Syria's chemical weapons appears to be pushing ahead at a rapid pace. That's despite widespread skepticism that declaring and destroying its stockpiles would be possible in the middle of a civil war. And the government in Damascus is even willing to speed up the process, as RTs Paula Slier explains.
Today is the deadline for the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons to draw up destruction deadlines for Syria's chemical arsenal. So far, Damascus has met all deadlines in its destruction program, with the latest being the 1st of November, by when it had to have destroyed all equipment used for the mixing and production of poison gases and nerve agents. Damascus says it remains committed to meeting these deadlines.
On our part, we are ready to do whatever it takes to commit ourselves to these deadlines. But if experts see we can do it sooner, we are ready to do it.
I was recently in Damascus, where none of the foreign experts that are overseeing the destruction of Syria's chemical weapon program would speak on camera, other than to say that they were extremely satisfied with the progress that was being made and that Damascus was cooperating fully.
We have made a commitment, and Syria is well known for respecting its commitments. This is not a commitment to the Security Council. This is not a commitment to the OPCW. This is a commitment also to our Russian friends.
One of the debates right now is where to actually destroy Syria's chemical weapons, which are estimated at around 1,000 tons. Possible sites include Albania, France and Belgium.
Chemical weapons have become a heavy burden on Syria, especially for the presence of militant groups on its soil that might want to use such weapons, or could even induce a disaster by mishandling them.
The final deadline for Syria destroying its entire stockpile of chemical weapons is the middle of next year. Paula Slier, RT, Tel Aviv.
So let's have a recap of where things stand at the moment. Damascus has so far revealed where all its chemical weapons are located, although it is worth mentioning not all of the sites have been visited yet because of the fighting. However, they have managed to meet the November target for destroying all toxic arms production equipment. But if you take a look at this map, you will see what the inspectors are up against. These are the major stockpile sites, with some in areas close to where heavy fighting is breaking out. So that makes their job a lot more difficult. Now, despite hopes that the process can kickstart peace talks, the opposition showing no willingness to compromise, as RT's Maria Fanoshina explains.
I've been to Syria many times, including rebel-held territories, and I've seen that the opposition is very much divided, and sometimes fractions that are fighting President Assad in Syria are not even connected to each other. They don't even know about each other. So it's like, even if we're hearing from one fraction that it is now ready, it doesn't necessarily mean, unfortunately, that all the opposition, all the forces are now ready for dialogue. Syrian opposition has repeatedly rejected any dialogue with Syrian current authorities, with President Assad personally saying that they will never talk to him and they will never come back to dialogue until he goes. And since Bashar al-Assad is a legitimate president of Syria still, so it is quite a deadlock right now. This is why it's quite difficult at this time to talk about any peace between the warring sides.